Hey YouTubers, check it out, my new truck step. And here I am, I can get in the truck real easy. If I need to load stuff up, I can step back here, put this, and I can load stuff, and it's really easy to get up and down. I wish I would have made this step years and years ago, but I finally got around to this project and pretty happy how it turned out. You know, this is a prototype. If I kept working on it, I'd change it and change it, but for now, I'm just happy. It's done, and I think it'll work. So the first thing I want to do is just break down the operation. You know, I got to open this a little bit, or all the way. Open my tailgate, then this folds down. Then when I want to go up, I can either have this down, that'll give me a little bit more landing room, or if I want to crawl in there, have it up. But one thing I wanted to say is, you know, this is on the tailgate. So when I'm here, there's some bounce because just the shocks and my airbags in there. So there's some bounce here. So, you know, you want to be stable a little bit. The other thing I want to say is this design is hinged here. So when I'm on this first step, you can swing a little bit. But then when I'm on my next step, there is no hinge, it's rock solid. I mean, I'm real solid here, and then, you know, up here. So, you know, you do gotta watch your step. It's not like you just hop off, and it's different than like if you just set a ladder up here because of the bounciness of the truck. Another thing I want to point out is this does fold up, and then it folds into here, but this doesn't go perfectly flat. So if that's an issue because of the type of work you do or anything like that, but this is solid. I could put a 50-pound bag of cement on there and be fine. If I want to put a board up here and work off of it, it's solid. But and then it, you know, it closes, it stays out of the way. Open it up, you know, and just fold it down. So, but just, you know, this doesn't go flat. You know, I made two different designs. I might show you the other design, but what I liked about this design is it's out of the way. Once I put it here, I can just fold this up or down. So how I made it, I chose to use aluminum. But it's thick aluminum. This is I use mostly 1¼ inch tubing, 1/8 inch thick. So like every project, this is a prototype. Maybe 3 months from now, I'll change some of it. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of how I made it. You know, this is not a step-by-step guide. You know, I can't answer every question people have. You know, every tailgate is different. You know, truck setups are different and so forth. But I'm just going to kind of go over how I built mine. So on the two edges here, first off, I want to say is I put plywood down on my tailgate because I had plywood in here, but I think it's very beneficial because I had to carve out some of it. It lifted this up so there's more clearance, if that makes any sense. But it's a simple design. You know, this is like a half a rectangle, and then as you come down, 2 hinges, and then another rectangle that folds down. So simple in that aspect. I'm going to do some handheld videos here. So one of the things I had to do is notch this top piece out. There's a notch here, if you can see that. So it would hang down and sit like that. Over here, I used angle iron. I used a bunch of bolts to secure it. And then for hinging up here, I just put a bolt here. You You know, same thing, just, so basically it's 2 pieces of L metal. They're at least the 1/8 of an inch thick, 1/8 of an inch tubing, couple hinges. And as you can see, I basically pop riveted everything together. And then after it was all pop riveted together, for a little extra security, I did some aluminum brazing in here. I'm not sure how strong the aluminum brazing is. The pop rivets themselves should be strong enough to hold this together. But after I brazed it up, I call it brazing. Some people would say it's aluminum welding. I think aluminum welding is done with a TIG welder, not with a propane torch. So, like I said, this is a prototype. So if you want to make one, you know, each truck is different. I made mine about 2 feet wide. I like having a place for, you know, so I can get lots of feet in there and stuff. And because for my situation, this isn't going to be in the way. Like I could have made quick connects here. I could have made this whole thing slide in. There's so many different ways and better ways I could make this thing, but right now all I want to be able to do is, you know, open up my camper easily, be able to crawl inside easily, and this makes it so much better than, you know, before when I had to try to jump up on my tailgate and get in there. Like I say, I wish I would have done this years ago, especially when I was doing a lot of construction without a camper shell up here. It was always a pain in the butt climbing up inside the back of my camper. Here's another prototype I made. Kind of the same thought, but instead of being hinged there, it would slide down. I mean, it's hard for me to show that. It would slide down like that, and then I put a pin in, and then I was going to put another step in here. And this one felt solider than this little swivel or the hinge thing, but I had to use thinner tubing on this, and I didn't like that. I wanted thicker tubing. And truthfully, this little you know, little hinging here, I'm so low to the ground, it's not a big issue. I really appreciate you watching. Hope you got some useful ideas. If you like this video, you know, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below. Always like to hear from people. Sometimes you can exchange some good ideas. Like I say, this is just the first one, prototype, but I got so many other crazy ideas of things to make. It's hard to keep up with them all. Well, thanks for watching. Just another tip from Notes from a Vagabond. Bye. Have a wonderful day.